Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies, taking on last year's national champions, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense will have the football first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll give it to Johnson. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Offensive linemen love to run the power. Why? You run power. You run power. Then you can play action. You don't want that defense to be sitting there saying, it's a pass, having to pass block every play. You got to keep defenses off balance.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. They're setting up the screen. Turns it on to midfield. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking out the 47. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of... pass, and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Catch in the middle, it's Markway. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Got it in the middle. It's Johnson. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Cornhuskers will hustle to the line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He finds a soft spot in the middle. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a third down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. First and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession, and force a field goal.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. And the D deny them on second and goal. Wants to go up top. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Nebraska! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And how about the job by this offense? This is not a scrum defense. This is a top 10 defense in college football. You got to take points whenever you can get them. Nice job putting a drive together, putting 6 on the board. No matter how it looks, you just got to keep fighting with this squad.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. They'll try the run. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Makes the grab. Oh, he got loose. It's a seam wide open. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Grab behind the line, it's Johnson. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Quarterback making checks. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Lofts one high and deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Working that left side now. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
To the air on second down. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Washington. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Gives it on the option. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
He wants to change this route. To the air, it's Raiola. Spits it out to the back. Grabbed in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Wants to fire on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to fire deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Handoff to the single running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing a negative play.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That 50-yard field goal attempt was no good, and now they'll have to play defense. First and 10 from the 33. From the gun, running back gets the give. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this offense and make second.
Turning it on! Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
They executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free.
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cornhuskers!
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Florida State. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. Trying play action. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a first at the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Back to pass. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The Huskies had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. The screen, and watch out. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pressure coming. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own, a chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. They'll leave it with him. There he goes! Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Might as well give it to him again. Past the first down marker and still running. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Offense changing the play. To the air, it's Raiola. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, 2nd down coming.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Flying out to the left. The tag. Touchdown, Husker. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with an explosive in the running game, a 59-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. To the air on first down. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got the tight end outside. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. The give to the back. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Working the middle, it's complete. They pick up the first down, they'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle, it's Markway. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him moving inside. You see him moving outside. You see him moving in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The Huskers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Johnson. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Got a man, it's Mills. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got it. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Touchdown, Nebraska! Fitted in the window for the score.
Gamble pays off on offense. I know there are a lot of coaches out there that would just kick that field goal in the final play of the first half. Instead, they decide to throw it. And when you've seen these two guys hook up as many times as they have in the past, why not just do it? Great job executing. They're on the same page. They get the score in the end zone on the short throw, and they've got the lead going into halftime.
The Cornhuskers will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The running back has it. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you can...
Breaks into the open. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. Now the play fake. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes the grab. It's Green. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. A high kick trying to pen them deep. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, that last drive, they looked like they were throwing against air. Just absolute precision execution in the passing game, and it led them to a touchdown. We'll see what they have this possession.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Raiola. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the rush will get to him at the 25. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Calls for and makes the fair catch, but there is a penalty flag down, and we'll see what this is about.
Personal foul. Looking to kick. Defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They'll give it to him again. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The Huskers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Gives it on the option. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
He'll keep it himself. Creates a little room. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And that one will put him up here in the second half. Well, Little Red's probably turning into Big Red with pride right now with this performance he's turning in.
And, man, he is in his bag. He's running it. He's throwing it. This defense is like habit. Which way do I go? Who's got the football? He is setting this defense on fire.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida State. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Behind the chains now on second and long. Now they'll run it to the right here. And some room to work. Breaks away in the middle. Touchdown, Huskies. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So Nebraska's offense will start this game off with the football. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out.
Oh, he's got some space.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Cornhuskers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Quickly to the tight end. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes, and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Mills. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. Convert that third down on the slant. Now everybody sort of settles into the game.
Yeah, you do have nerves. I mean, everybody does. Opening drive that you watched film, and how good are they really? And you get that first down. You throw the quick timing slant. Now, everybody settle in. We're good. We got this.
Snagged in the middle. It's Marquin. Just feeding his pads to the defense as he gets it to the 36.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw. It's Raiola. Fires to the middle. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single throw early in this game has gone this guy's way.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Huskers want to crank the tempo. Tried to power it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. He'll do it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Dead center perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
The Huskies offense has its first opportunity of the day. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Tosses it incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Rides the back on the option to give. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Raiola. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Hey, you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Lost to throw again. Catch in the middle. It's Mills. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Offense facing 4th down.
Looking for a push on 4th down. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
When you're in plus territory on 4th and 1, I don't think the quarterback was ever thinking about coming off the field.
I wouldn't be surprised if the QB convinced the coach to go ahead and do it from the way it looked.
100%. That's coach. We got this. Absolutely. We want more points. We got to go for it. I believe in my guys. The players always try to go for it.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires on the move. Complete to the right. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Husker!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A 67-yard touchdown drive there. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle. It's Williams. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think there's room to run to the right here. Finds a little space. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Had to throw it before he wanted. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. They'll try to get it through the air. They're working that left side. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. They've got a first down here to open the period. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Washington. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
They'll run play action. Grabbed in the middle. It's Mills. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. They say success rate can be picking up about 4 or so on first down, 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Beebe. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Looking to pass. It's Raiola. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Washington. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And doing a great job in coverage. Obviously, you got to play run first as a linebacker always. That's your first thought process. But then reading the QB's eyes, breaking on the football, catching it. And then from there, it was easy. Just take it right to the house.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick-6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick-6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Looking to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Nose tackles and those 3-4 defense are usually space eaters that just make sure guys don't get to linebackers. This guy said, no, sir. I'm a nose tackle with some pass rush ability. Gets to the quarterback. How about the sack from the big nose tackle?
The Huskers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Mills. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Here's the pressure. Makes his man miss. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And as a defensive player, you see so much option nowadays and so many different variants of it. And you got to play very disciplined, sound football. And you could tell he knew he was responsible.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football.
Unleashes one deep. And that one is picked up in the end zone.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Fires to the right. All by himself. Lots of running room. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Wants to go up top on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Gets it out quickly. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
And no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running his route. Great result because
he'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Raiola. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab on the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Huskies. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He might want another play. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Beebe. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Plucks it out of the air. They've got it out to the 34 after getting 5 there.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Breaks into the open. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Cornhuskers in the hurry up. Wants to throw on first down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Brings it down on the right side. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Caught behind the line. It's Markway. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but fourth and short. Now, decision.
Converts on fourth down. Still going. Touchdown, Nebraska. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Scanning the field, it's Raiola. He goes in for the 2, and we have a 10-point game. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Off play action on first down. Lofts one deep down the right side. Then it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Running back searching for a hole. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's complete to the right. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Otten. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Makes the catch, it's Green. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Off the play fake. Touchdown, Huskies! Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Nebraska 18.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on.
Going for it all. Nearly another interception. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Clock ticks across the 4-minute mark here in the 3rd. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Blasted as he lets it go. Got his man. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit.
Going deep.
not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Ole Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about around the Grove for a long time. They're up 14 over Alabama. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game as we're starting to get late. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback has been dialed in all game long. He's making outstanding decisions, and he's been so accurate throwing the football. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Beebe. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Mills. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. And the Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it! Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. The Huskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Husker! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give out of the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. He's got him. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. To the air on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Across the 45. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Green. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to fire. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Coming out with it, it's Bell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Dumps it to the back. With the catch, it's Beebe. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Cornhuskers want to pick up the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to fire on second down. It's caught downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Returns it inside the 30 to the 29, and after the interception, they'll try to cash it in with a score.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. It's complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down, looking for more. Makes the tackle at the 46, but it's a 15-yard gain to get them into plus territory. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. He's got it along the sideline. Finally corralled, but not up the floor. He picks up the first down. Washington will snap it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Quickly complete. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Huskies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Oh, what vision. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
But how about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. They'll go to the air. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead.
And it's more common to throw for the 2-point conversion than it is to run anymore. So you practice these a lot, you could tell. Nice timing, nice rhythm, in sync, nice 2-point conversion.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. 4th time we've seen this guy punt it today. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. To the air, it's Raiola. Throws to the back. Finds his man. It's Beebe. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there. The Huskers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Beebe. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on 1st down and just about turned the thing over.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Beebe. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be changing the route. Just keep swinging it. Grab near the marker. It's Beebe. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a high...
Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
That is such a great job by the offense, putting together a touchdown drive when they needed it most. Not a lot of time left to go, but if their defense can get them the ball back, they've got an opportunity to kick a field goal and walk out of here with a win.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The option look. Now the pitch. And that one will go and reverse the defense all over that pitch on the option. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Back open in the middle. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this